All right, all right. Greetings, everyone. I've been doing these audios for a few years now. I just found this symbol because everybody keep asking me, where's the picture? Why is it black screen? Because I really wanted to do a podcast, and hey, I just didn't know how. Ran into problems, got the equipment. Anyway, that's another video. I'm here now. Oh, thank y'all for coming in. This is Staying Alive Radio. And they called me many, many names. I think I used the name Milton P. Smith the third. Yeah, that's a good name to use. Okay, we're going to correct some errors I made in the other audios. I named I said black people sellouts and didn't tell you who they were. Well, I'm going to tell you one of the main ones, the National Association of Advancement of Colored People. They ain't black, they colored people. Oh, they sold the black out big time. Still doing it. You can't see nothing they've done that has advanced so-called black people. It may advance colored people, but you think that all black people are the same. No, no. They got a secret part of colored people who keeping black people behind, keeping you ignorant. And the white is like a face of it. They don't have no power to really do much. They're like puppets for the black. Oh yeah, Snick, all of them. I'm not gonna name them. You know all of them. Snick, NAACP, Poor People's Campaign, a campaign to keep you poor. Oh man, Bread Basket. I remember seeing these things when I was a teenager walking down the street, and I said, "Man, what's that? Bread Basket." I never did go in because it didn't interest me. Eventually, I wound up in the Nation of Islam, and I had to make a correction because when I said black people, Muslim was against segregation. No, we for separation. We for separation. Don't know what they're teaching now. We've always been for separation because we're separated by nature. Oh, I'm reading my notes here. Okay, the I talked about this white swan. Now, I agree. You don't see black swans. All you see is mostly white swans. Why is that? I'm gonna tell you why. Because when the people went where these swans are, and they're not everywhere, when the people went to where these swans were, they saw very few white ones. Like I say, the dominant was the black swan. Say, oh, ain't that so cute? They got a white one. Let me take this one. Yeah, let me take this one. The white ones. Forget the black ones. So they took these white swans and populated them around most white countries. That's what happened. It made them like seemingly large population. But they all came from the same place. They just didn't care about the black ones. That's a story you sound familiar. Yeah, that's what happened. That's why you see most of the white swans because that's the one people liked when they migrated them, moved them from different places because they were so rare. That's why they chose them. You got it? Don't believe me, do your research. That's everything. And come back and tell me I'm lying. Come back and argue with me anyway. Now I talked about the movie Get Out. Matter of fact, I just re-listened to my videos. It's been out for at least a few days because I got other things I'm doing. I don't just sit here. That's why I don't have a face on because it's easier for me to just talk and get my points across. And I've been doing this for a few years. Most of my videos you're gonna see they don't have a face. They're just dark. You can go back and listen to those as well. I got a few so you can see what I want to know what I look like. There's a few of them out there, quite a few of them I put out there with my face on it, wearing different regalia, just being myself. The last thing I want to talk about is when I talked about the movie Get Out, and then I talked about uh, U.S. Put the name of that person who wrote those films. I still haven't looked his name up. He When I say get out the U.S., I do not mean go to Africa. I'm gonna tell you a story. I can do a video. I've been to Africa. They will never accept you as an African because you're not. You from the USA, America. So don't try to make yourself accepted there. It ain't gonna work. The people there are catching hell if they would come on and tell you the truth. Maybe a different kind of hell, but it's still hell. So I'm speaking of getting out of the slave title that keeps you disenfranchised, that keeps you disadvantaged, that keep you a slave. That's black. That's what tied you being a U.S. citizen. That's what I'm speaking of getting out of, not to leave the country. This is about the best place you can be right now, believe it or not. So yeah, that's finding out who you are, your nationality. That takes work and study for those who love it. Getting your family Bible, finding out what people you are. If you're Native, so-called Indian, okay, what tribe? Do the research. Where from? Yeah, you find it if it's there. Go on the Dawes Road. You can do all this online. You can find your family name in the Dawes Road. Yes, the lineage of your family name. And don't think that you got to have a Indian sounding name to be an Indian. No, no, no. That's a misconception. So as again I say, I came with this idea of a YouTube symbol just the other day, and it's gone viral. When I get over 1,000 people, to me that's viral. I was getting maybe like 20, 24 people, but I got about 1,000 subscribers. But I just had people who come on and watch this um, videos, very few. Because I'm not here to monetize. I'm here to expand my knowledge, being a teacher, professional, licensed teacher for many years. Still got a lot to say. And as long as I got something to say, I'm going to be here. So you do the same thing. You got a story, get on YouTube. You're going to see this symbol imitated. Yeah, that's what people do. I just like audio. There's nothing wrong with that. I encourage that. So I can't think of anything else, and I don't see any comments. I still haven't figured out how to hear my comments when they come in. Maybe this symbol is blocking my comments. I don't know. But if I saw your comments, I will respond. I don't see them. I do not see where you're here. I used to be able to see how many people was in the queue or in the who came in. I don't even see that no more. So I got my 10-minute mark. I respect for your time. So keep it moving, keep it stepping. This is Milton Smith III signing out for now.